Wir begrüßen aus den Niederlanden ein Sieger auf der Development Tour und der Challenge Tour. Ein Pro Tour Finalist. Hier kommt Gian Van Veen. Sein Gegner kommt aus Australien, die aktuelle Nummer 13 der Welt. Mit Titeln auf der Pro Tour und der European Tour. Der frühere World Cup of Darts Champion. Hier kommt Party Animal, The Heat, Damon Heta.
Well, it's becoming a regular fixture and a regular talking point on the European Tour. Exactly what will Damon Heta turn up with when he produces his rather flamboyant and outlandish walk-ons? Well, today it was a lemur and flashing sunglasses, and also Paul Nicholson maybe the suggestion of a new nickname as well.
Party Animal? I never would have thunk of that when I was thinking of things. There is the lemur on a stick. Pick that out, if you will. I have no idea how we got the idea for that one. I've seen many things on a stick on the European Tour and on TV. Things like a jalapeno on a stick in somebody's ventriloquist act. I've seen sausages on a stick wrapped in crispy potatoes on the European Tour, but that is a first for me.
The pork sword. Anyway, I'm struggling to think of any connection between lemurs and Trier. I don't think there are any.
You got a zoo here, maybe?
Probably. But anyway, let's focus on the here and now and what should be, Paul, an absolutely enthralling encounter. So much that can be anticipated from this one.
First. Game on.
Damon Heta, the number 4 seed this weekend, a winner on the European Tour last year, and a very recent PDC
58.
ranking title winner as well at Players' Championship 14. Another success. 5 ranking titles to his name now. 6 titles on the PDC,
54.
if you include his World Series success in Brisbane a few years ago. But his opponent today, a man who really caught the eye in his 6-3 win over Christian Kist. An average of 103.92, 6 out of 8 on the doubles. Plenty has been said, plenty has been written about Gian Van Veen already, and he's only 21. And another opportunity for him to showcase his obvious talents today.
We've been saying already, what does Damon do next with the walk-ons? But as far as Van Veen's concerned,
60.
I want to see what's next for him on the hockey, because he excites. And that draw he was given yesterday against Christian Kist, that was a nightmare draw.
59.
Christian's been playing some proper stuff lately on the Challenge Tour and outside of the PDC Elite system. And he dispatched him with a superb display. And make no mistake, Damon is very, very aware of the threat of GVV. I've never seen him so relaxed in the last few years that he's been here. I think Van Veen is ready to do something special.
Well,
but in order to make Sunday, he's going to have to go through the number 4 seed, which at the minute is a very tough ask.
58. Damon, you require 109.
And to avoid a break of throw here, he was looking at 143. Now, Tumplers checkouts weren't a problem for him yesterday. He took out 3 of them in that win. And he had a 99 as well.
57.
And he may well, he will return now looking at 85, a more manageable 85, because Heta couldn't check out on that occasion. Double 14. That's just exactly what he was doing yesterday. Those 2 3-dart combinations, many 3-dart combinations, all coming to the good. And that's an 85 checkout to start things off, and that has set the tone very nicely indeed.
Seems to be getting a bit of power from his friends in the crowd. Every time he does something good, he looks over to them. I mentioned yesterday that it can be quite a lonely sport, but if you can bring people along that give you that belief and that confidence, then keep bringing them, because he's not doing anything wrong so far. In fact, neither of them are. We could be in for a cracker here. Well, but before we go any further, Rob, I just want to congratulate Rob Cross, not just on the win today, because he played well, but that's actually his 100th win on the European Tour, and he's now the 12th player to have done that in European Tour history, and he's not finished yet.
No, he'll be looking to add to his tally this weekend. Well, Van Veen harbouring hopes of a break of throw here.
123. Damon, you require 128.
Shame about the final darts, but Heta, first and foremost, looking at, well, 110 now, looking at the bullseye now.
94. Gian, you require 98.
98 then. He'd love a 60. He'd love a double 19. Wow. Finishing like a ninja.
Well, this is just astonishing. I mean, we waxed lyrical about what Van Veen has achieved in a relatively short space of time, 8 months or so since he made that Pro Tour final towards the end of last year when he went down at the hands of Gerwyn Price. But my goodness me, there just seems to be no sign of any let-up. He's just exuding confidence, and
140.
He's just not overawed by anything. 4 perfect darts. Made the early switch to the 19s,
97.
Which has got the nod of approval from Paul Nicholson.
Absolutely. The overstacking method that he has, when he gets that top half of the 60, especially just under that top 60 wire,
134.
the switch was the right thing to do there. And he's got himself in a position that could really be
100.
fruitful. Damon has had a very good career over the last 3 or 4 seasons. He's done remarkable things. He will be at the World Matchplay as a seed for the very first time. And we are starting to talk about the floaters
92.
maybe being more dangerous than ever. And considering how well Van Veen's playing, he's not even there yet. Double 8. Might be 3-0 down because of that one miss at double.
Gianni required 32.
Well, this for a 13-darter to go on the back of the 11-darter that he's just had.
Game on the third leg.
Absolutely unerring, isn't it? 3 out of 3 on the doubles to go with the 6 out of 8 yesterday. This is just, well, it's exemplary. It really is. Such an exciting talent.
This is like watching Street Fighter on a big screen. Damon Heta is not getting his opponent with anything, and Van Veen is hitting Heta with every single special move he's got.
Everywhere you look with Van Veen as well, there are milestones and numerical achievements aplenty. 9-dart leg in qualifying, first and foremost, for this against Jermaine Wattermain, when he averaged 108. 106 average against Rusty Jake Rodriguez. On course for a Tumplus average here, by the way, 111 at the moment. Tumplus average yesterday. 3 successive Tumplus averages in the UK Open this year as well.
Well, his overall stats for the year are just really impressive. And if you think about how he's played in European Tour darts when he's played on stage this season, he's ahead of his own curve.
59.
For the season on the European Tour. Bearing in mind, this is only his third event. He's averaging over 100. This is not an accident. This is actually
100.
an elevation of what was already a brilliant standard. And Damon, throughout his career on the European Tour, is around the 95 average. He's down by a point this season. It's still not poor at 94, though.
Yeah. I mean, that was a sublime final dart on that treble 20 that we saw side on. Using those first two darts as an excellent guide just to slide it in between, and we
Damon, you require 167.
saw that illustration. 167 here for Heta, and you suspect it may have to go, given that Van Veen is on 124.
99.
Already has made one quarter-final on the Eurotour this year, has Van Veen, looking at 124 now. Treble 18 for the bullseye. This time he gets the treble 18. Bullseye for 4-0 and a second break of throw.
Gains from the fourth leg.
He just knew it was going to go.
I am running out of superlatives here. 15 darter, a 1-2-4 checkout on the bullseye. 2 breaks of throw, and Damon Heta does not know what has hit him.
It's just like yesterday, if not better, because yesterday he took out 1-2-6 and 1-2-2 on the bull. He's perfect on the finishing, and when Damon Heta was standing back at the start of leg 5 there, all he could do was say, good darts, because sometimes someone is just too good.
Yeah, and we just saw that acknowledgement from Damon Heta. It was a look of, well, I'm absolutely powerless here.
140.
He's only had 2 darts at a double, and he's missed them both in legs 2 and 3.
Well, even if he'd hit them, he'd still be behind.
Yeah.
Well, he'd be level, sorry, but
Wouldn't be ahead.
he'd still feel like he's behind, because the amount of pressure that he's been put under in this match is intolerable.
137.
Well, still half an eye on the averages. I can't really take my eyes off of what Van Veen is doing in terms of the throwing action and the numbers he's producing, but we will just keep a measure on that. 90
90.
for 5-0. 30 away, double 15, straight at it. I mean, that's another 2-dart combination.
Gian Van Veen.
This is absolutely exemplary from Gian Van Veen.
I'm trying to find his best ever average. 115.92 in a development tour match.
59.
That was 5 legs, winning 4-1 against Kevin Phillips. But he's also got 2 other displays in his career, one on the Challenge Tour and
97.
one other one on the development tour, where he's averaged over 112. And they've both been in the last season and a half. This is a hot spell.
58.
But as far as his best average on the Pro Tour is concerned, it was last year, 109.43 against Richie Burnett. He's on course to beat
93.
that and to put Damon Heta out without scoring a leg.
Well, we both had this one down as a case of an unseeded player coming through, but never in my wildest dreams did I think it would be 5-0 after 5 legs.
In the words of Austin Powers, oh, behave.
Damon Heta is just struggling for breath out there right now. He is absolutely gasping. 1-3-1. Tops for the finale, just to put the icing on the cake. And just look at the numbers. There the Tumplers finishes. The average in the end, 114.15. Yesterday in his opener against Kist was special, but today against Heta, it was even better. That is absolutely astonishing. 6 out of 6 on the doubles. Just look at those numbers once again. I'm lost for words. That is unbelievable. 2 11 darters, a 12 darter and a 13 darter as well. Everywhere you turn, it's just a special set of statistics. And a nice acknowledgement from Damon Heta as he exits the stage. But where will this campaign take him?